side of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was having for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, we need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them know they're the same. Me and them know they're the same. All that them know who the name is. They say I'm...
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Bradshaw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back Parsons. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack in the campaign.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and then go deep.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's got it. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it, and look to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick. Not good at all.
A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Boyce. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points.
but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Boyce.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bradshaw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Boyce down to the 25. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The Raiders at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
To throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw. Branch nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Bradshaw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Boyce. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see.
43, 15.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up?
And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Boyce. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a handoff up the middle. Boyce And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Boyce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Up the middle they go. Boyce. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He didn't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come around with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on them, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And Edwards, and a touchdown. Bryan Edwards, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This is caught, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Bradshaw over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
All right,
And this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Boyce. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
He'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Back to throw. Bradshaw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Throwing on 1st down. Bradshaw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hartman. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. Back to throw. Bradshaw. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Kansas City, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.